Silence is not an absence of God. There is always pain when God is silent in our lives. But sometimes the reason why God is silent is that it might be a season of testing. And sometimes we need to pray so that we can ask God to know and discern times and seasons. Sometimes God can be silent just because He's strategically working on us. So when God is silent, does not mean that He's not with us. Silence is not the absence of God. And many times you're confused and think that because you prayed for something for years, and you think that God is not with you. My brother, God is still with you. And sometimes we mistaken and get to a point whereby we give up in life, but sometimes it might be a process that God wants to make you a person that you can handle the assignment that is in your life at the end of time. And therefore you must go through the process. I know there's pain, but you must trust in God. And sometimes God can be silent so that He can test us and watch over us to see whether we can trust Him even when there's no evidence in our lives. But these are times when we give up and move out of God, and we assume that it is the works of the devil. There are many times God is silent because He's working something in your life. Sometimes it's not delay. Sometimes it's not limitation. God wants to make you a better person so that you can handle the assignment that is in your life at end of time. And other times God can also set up to be silent so that he can bring you to a greater revelation of your life. There are times God has to be silent so that He can give you time to reflect and examine your heart, and maybe look and see what He has done in your life, so that you can get into a point of trusting Him to where He promises to take you in the time of the end of the space of a life to come. And therefore I pray that you may receive grace, so that even when God is silent, He is working something strategically for your life and for your own good, in Jesus' and precious mighty name. It is my prayer that even sometimes God can be silent to see your faithfulness, to see whether you can trust Him out of what He has done yesterday. He is there to see the level of your faithfulness that you have for Him. And therefore, the mandate that I have today is to ask God to give you grace so that you can be able to stand the test of time. You can be able to stand and serve God and remain faithful even when things are not promising, when an environment is not working for you, when things are not working for you, when family has not worked for you, things have not worked for you. It is the highest time you pray for God to tell you what is happening, and above all, you pray to discern times and seasons. And may God bless you even as you receive the grace to understand times and seasons and to come. Thank you.